All right, let's talk about something you've probably seen a million times, the scrub cap. It seems so simple, right? But today, we're diving into how this humble piece of gear is getting a massive, and I mean massive, reinvention.
Really think about it. Is it just a piece of fabric? Because for most people, yeah, it's just part of the uniform. But what if it could be more than that? What if it could actually solve real problems, help teams work better together, and get this, what if it could be smart?
So let's break it down. It's really a tale of two caps. On one side, you've got the standard stuff, the one-size-fits-none, disposable, totally generic caps. And on the other side, you've got Medicus caps, where everything is made to order for a perfect fit, it's reusable, and it's uniquely you. It's a totally different way of looking at it.
Okay, so before we get into all the cool stuff, we have to understand the problem they're trying to solve. Let's talk about the everyday frustrations that led to this whole idea. This is the why behind it all.
And, this isn't some small niche complaint. The scale here is, wow, we're talking about 59 million healthcare workers around the world. And that's just healthcare. So many of them are dealing with these annoying gear issues every single day.
So what are these headaches, exactly? Well, you know what I'm talking about. It's that cap that's constantly slipping down, or the one that's way too tight. It's the mountain of waste from all those disposable ones. And, honestly, in a job that's already super stressful, it's about not being able to show even a little bit of who you are. Mass production just doesn't do personal.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem. Now let's talk about the solution. Enter Medicus caps, who are coming at this from a completely different angle. Their whole philosophy boils down to one simple, powerful idea. Everything is made to order. Think about that. They're not just grabbing a cap off a shelf in a massive warehouse. No, every single one is made for a specific person, a specific order, right there in Sheffield, UK. That change alone slashes waste and lets them keep a super close eye on quality. And this is where it gets really, really fun. Let's talk about customization. This is the part where you get a cap that not only does its job, but also says something about you. The real genius here, though, is how they pull it off. They figured out how to offer what feels like endless choices without their whole system falling into chaos. That's the secret sauce, right there. So when I say endless choices, what does that actually mean? We're talking over 700 different prints and patterns. That's just insane. It means whether you're buying one for yourself or outfitting an entire hospital department, you're going to find something that works. And the customization isn't just about cool patterns. It starts with something super practical, putting your name and your role right on the cap. In a crazy, fast-paced place like an OR, being able to see who's who in an instant, that's not just nice to have, it's absolutely critical for communication. You can even take it up a notch and add team or hospital logos. And this embroidery is built tough, designed to handle those heavy-duty industrial washes. It's a great way to build that team spirit, that professional identity that actually lasts. But what if you want to go all the way? Well, you can. They can create custom printed fabric. Literally any design, any logo, whatever you can dream up can become your cap. This is personalization at its peak. Seriously. Okay, this one might be my favorite. They call it the mullet cap. Business in the front, party in the back. You get a professional-looking band, maybe a solid color with your name on it, and then the top part has a fun, personal pattern. It's such a clever way to meet uniform rules while still letting you show off a bit of your style. And just when you think you've seen it all, yeah, you can get bunny ears. Seriously. And it's not just for fun, right? Imagine you're a vet or a pediatrician. A little touch like that can totally change the vibe for a scared kid or a nervous pet. It's all about bringing a little bit of joy into a stressful situation. But look, the cool designs and personalization, that's really only half of it. The truly game-changing stuff is a bit more hidden. This is where the cap stops being just clothing and becomes a piece of smart, sustainable equipment. We're talking about technology that's literally woven right into the fabric. Things like scannable RFID tags and even smart buttons you can tap with your phone. So, what's the point of all that tech? Well, these tags turn every single cap into a trackable asset. For a big institution like a hospital, this is huge. You can keep track of inventory, know where things are in the laundry cycle, and stop stuff from getting lost. All of a sudden, this simple cap is part of your operational data. And underpinning all of this is a deep commitment to sustainability. We're talking eco-friendly fabrics, even options like hemp. And because everything is made to order, they have zero Zero dead stock. Nothing sits on a shelf waiting to be bought. Plus, the caps are just made better, so they last longer. It's a whole different way of thinking about the product lifecycle.
So, you take the customization, you add in the smart tech, you build it on a sustainable foundation. What does that all add up to? What's the real impact here?
Well, it really hits on every level. For the big organizations, it means less waste and things just run smoother. For the teams, it builds a real sense of identity. And for you, the individual, you get something that actually fits, that feels like you, and honestly, just makes your workday a little bit better. It's what they call delight at scale, and that's a powerful idea. And don't think this is just for surgeons. This same idea applies everywhere. Dental offices, vet clinics, labs, even professional kitchens and manufacturing plants. Anywhere you have people wearing required headgear, you have the same problems and the same solution. When you boil it all down, it comes back to this one powerful shift, taking a throwaway item that people just put up with and turning it into a piece of equipment that they actually value, that they actually care about. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other simple everyday things are just waiting for someone to come along and completely reinvent them?